Good morning, students of class 4. Today we shall continue with the second part of the lesson 15, Sparrows Come Home. If you remember in the previous video, the first part we have stopped with where Reena and Shalini having the conversation, where Reena tells about the preparing the home for the birds. And Reena says wherever we live we can have bird homes, and Shalini aptly agrees to it, and she says yes, it should be only we should have a convenient place to attract the sparrows, so it is very much possible to have wherever we live. So we shall continue on page 120. We have the second last paragraph. Reena looked up and pointed at a birdhouse which was hanging from the ceiling. So now Reena just, they are already sitting in the balcony, and then Reena just pointed out, she saw, already we have in the book, it is there from the balcony, it is a pot is hanging from the ceiling. Shalini smiled and said, yes, just like that one. Mum and I sent this up for the sparrows. So this is set for the sparrows so that they can remain very comfortably inside. Pots as well as the house too is made here. This is made of coconut shell. Now how this bird house is made? It is made out of coconut shell, but bird houses can be made of clay or wood too. So Shalini not only explains what they are, she is doing what she is also giving the possibility how can we prepare a bird house. However, remember not to put up very high and make sure that it is surrounded by plants. So two things we have to keep in mind when we prepare the bird house. It should not be too high because the sparrows does not go and stay over there, and plus it should be among the plants. There should be some greenery plants or something, so it will, which can they feel comfortable and they feel something moving about. Shalini walked up to a clay vessel filled with fresh water and said, now they are sitting in a balcony, there is a plenty of place. So Shalini just walked up and she went towards a clay vessel. Do you see? She just pointed out and asked Reena, do you see, Reena? This is a bird bath for the sparrows. So we have bird house, bird bath, where some of the houses I have seen, and people keep a kind of flat type of vessel and they put water and keep for the sparrows and birds to come and drink. Plus they take the bath also inside, because wherever, it's not everywhere there is a place. If they are attracted to your homes, then they find all the ways, everything in that surrounded place. That means those who have that type of mentality, attitude, yes, they should be saved. They will find some means to save them. So bird bath is a kind of vessel which is a flat one, and they fill water and keep, and birds drink as well as they have a bath. Next page 121, and that is a bird feeder. Now again she points out another bird feeder. She points out and tell, grandma gifted it to me on my birthday last week. I put grains in it to feed the sparrows. Now another bird bath, bird house, and now bird feeder. Bird feeder means where a kind of vessel where you can put grains or eatable things and place it somewhere outside your room or on the terrace or some balcony, so that the bird can get attracted and they come and have their food. What do sparrows eat? Asked Reena. Now Reena has a doubt. What do exactly the sparrows eat? They eat seeds, grains, berries, fruits, even insects like beetles and caterpillars. So Shalini is very clever. She knows everything because she is acquainted with those type of mentality, attitude that they should save the sparrows. This special species in this earth. So she is already well informed and nicely she have all the knowledge about this. That's why she could explain very easily to Reena. However, due to less open areas near houses, sparrows hardly find any food. The problem is there is no sufficient place. Because of that, sparrows find it very difficult to find all these kinds of food. This is why that is why it's better to place feeders near the birdhouse, said Shalini. So because of that reason they cannot go out, and because it's not able to find the food for them, that is the reason she says near the birdhouse we also can place a bird feeder so that they can have their food. You are doing a great job, Shalini. So now Reena is appreciating Shalini, saying you are doing a great job. But will such efforts be enough to make sparrows from extinction? Now, is it, further Reena tells only this type of efforts will it be able to save sparrows from extinction, means getting completely wiped off from the earth. Is only this effort can be, will it help it? So Shalini smiled and said, my father always says what? The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. So she quotes a saying from her father that she often hear. She says, the man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. To say, in order to move a mountain, you cannot carry the whole mountain, but little by bit, one stone carries from one place to the other, you can surely move the complete mountain to the another place. That is what she. So what she want to exactly say? So if we try to maintain safe places for the sparrows, so further she says, so if we try to maintain safe places for the sparrows, we can hope to have them around us now and in the future. So if you do this type of little bit from each one's part, we can really save the sparrows. The question here, Shalini's family is environment conscious. Do you agree? Now we all will agree, because if Shalini is having this much of information, this much of interest, it is sure that it comes from her family background and family's interest for saving the environment, especially here the sparrows. Can you help me to get a birdhouse? Now Reena is interested. Reena is asking, can you also help me to get a birdhouse so I can help to save sparrows too? So can you please help me so that I can also put my effort to save some sparrows? Asked Reena. Sure, smiled Shalini. Shalini was very happy, because now what she proclaimed, or the information that she has given, the knowledge, now she is impressed and she wanted to also do some cause for saving the sparrows. The sparrow fluttered its wings joyfully. Fluttered means just moved like this happily. Chirp, chirp, it sang a cheerful song. So though it is not much understanding, but the bird felt that something is regarding her. The main attraction, the main talk of the day is of both Shalini and Reena is the sparrow, the spotted sparrow itself. So it fluttered, moved very happily from one place to the other cheerfully. So this is a lesson all about. Please read your lesson many times. Then afterwards you will have in the same page many individuals and organizations like Delhi-based Eco Roots Foundation are trying to preserve sparrows. Read this interview with the man behind Eco Roots Foundation, Rakesh Khatri. So there is an interview done by Rakesh Khatri. You can just go through for your information. You will understand some more information. You will get how to save the environment, how to save some species that is endangered in this earth. So please, I'll be sending to you your copy work. Thereafter, main work is read the lesson, get acquainted with the reading practice. You have plenty of time, don't waste, and learn at the same time, because many of them have very less mark in English literature because they don't want to learn. So please do learn. Next time you will have a completely final exams will be very tough, because almost all the things will be coming during the exam time. So wish you all the best. Read the lesson and you will get your copy work later in the Google classroom. Thank you.